Well, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, everyone. Welcome to our autumn piano recital. Happy November 1st, All Saints Day, Dia de los Muertos, or whatever you may be celebrating, or just the beautiful weather outside. I'm thrilled that you chose just a few minutes this afternoon to join us, to witness and enjoy the terrific accomplishments of these fine young musicians. We, me included, have a wonderful little lineup of musical selections to entertain you this afternoon. Today is an exciting day in which we plan to showcase a variety of musical levels from beginners right through more advanced students. This variety gives the younger or beginning students an opportunity to see what's to come, as well as the older or more advanced students to remember how it was at the very beginning. I feel very fortunate to have such a special small group of students. At one point in time, I kept between 25 and 30 students. And with that many students, you don't always have students who are that interested in what they're doing. So I feel very fortunate. The past several weeks for some, and many months for others, have been packed full of learning, progress, and certainly a number of accomplishments. Just as impressive as learning to read music is the fact that these four people are learning to use their instinct, their ears, and memorization skills to play music for which there is no written music, playing by ear as we call it. Each student here this afternoon has shown incredible growth and progress, and they should certainly feel very, very proud of what they've achieved. Now, not only are we celebrating the fact that these young people are learning to read music and play the piano, but they're willing to share their gifts and accomplishments with you. It's not an easy task to walk up on a stage or this area and perform playing this huge instrument, 52 white keys, 36 black keys. The confidence they're establishing at this young age is invaluable. Finally, I want to thank each of you, parents, other family members, and friends who have invested time, energy, and money into this opportunity to allow these people to have this experience. I'm grateful for the opportunity to get to know them and spend time with them each week. They always amaze me with their intelligence, their dedication, their wit and sense of humor, and certainly their talent. Thank you for recognizing the extraordinary value of music in everyone's life, and thank you for including me in your child's musical education. Now, Jackson, Lena, Braden, Cyrus, I have a long list of former students. Many of them continue to play the piano for fun at home or at parties. Some of them play in churches or for other organizations, public events. A few of them have even made a career out of music. I trust you, Jackson, Lena, Braden, Cyrus, will always place a high value on the opportunity that's been given to you by the people that invest in this for you. I look forward to my time with you each week back in the music office. Out of all the talented students that I've had, and I've had a lot, I've been doing this for 30 plus years. Mom, Dad, I've been doing this for more than 30 years. How old are you? How old? Nevertheless, out of all those students, I am impressed that the four of you are so remarkable. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for practicing hard. And thank you even for teaching me how to be a better teacher. Now, please remember, the more you respond or the better you respond as an audience, the more exciting the experience will be for them. And now, we'll begin. Our first pianist this afternoon is Mr. Jackson Barrett. He will begin our recital with a traditional English rhyme, Hot Cross Buns, and an Edna Mae Burnham piece, Little White Chickens. second pianist this afternoon is Miss Lena Painter. She will be playing Friend Like Me from Aladdin by Alan Menken. Should have chosen one of you to do this. One of you. Our third pianist this afternoon is Mr. Braden Spencer. He will be playing a traditional English rhyme, Three Blind Mice, and a piece by Edna Mae Burnham, Cherokee Dance. He's going to tag Cherokee Dance too. Our fourth pianist this afternoon is Mr. Cyrus Basil. He will be playing the Can-Can song, also known as the Infernal Galop by Jacques Offenbach, and Redemption Song by Bob Marley. It didn't dawn on me until just a little bit ago that sitting there waiting for me to finish talking or sitting there waiting for the person just in front of them to play can be rather nerve-wracking, because now I'm going to play. And when it's church time or at a gathering, I'm not nervous. And I can't say that I'm just up here crumbling, but I'm a little more nervous today. So I hope you will enjoy. I do play for my students once a quarter at least. Sometimes they'll ask me to play a piece or bring a piece, or I just suggest that they stop and listen. I think it's a good idea for them to see what's left to come or yet to come. And I, just as any of you, I may make some little errors, but I hope you enjoy listening to me play as well. That was a piece by Jerry Herman that he wrote for the musical Maine back in the late 50s, early 60s. If you walked into my life. Okay, second portion of our program. Mr. Jackson Bauer is going to come back and be playing a duet with me, Mailman, by Edna Mae Burnham, and his version of the traditional waltz, Chopsticks. It's not always easy to get your hand to reach that far, and that was really good. Again, Miss Lena Painter is going to play for us Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter by John Williams. curious how many of you here are pianists? I know a couple. Just curious. These young people are doing a wonderful job. Okay, our next pianist is Mr. Braden Spencer. He will be playing a duet with me, Funny Little Bunny by Edna Mae Burnham, and his version of the traditional waltz tune, Chopsticks. And now Mr. Cyrus Basil will return, and he's going to be playing Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring by Johann Sebastian Bach, and his version of the traditional waltz tune, Chopsticks. Just so happens the name of this last piece I'm going to play for you is called That's All, but that's not quite all. So after this, I do have a couple of other things to tell you and a couple of other things to do briefly. That's all. I thought these quotes were well worth reading aloud. The piano is like a whole orchestra for me, Dave Brubeck. These fingers of mine, they got brains in them. You don't tell them what to do, they just do it. Jerry Lee Lewis. Ray Charles says, the important thing is to feel your music, really feel it and believe it. The keys are black and white, but they sound like a million colors in my mind. Maria Cristina Mena. Robert Schumann said, when you're playing, never mind who listens. Thelonious Monk, the piano ain't got no wrong notes. Bob Hope once said, when you started to play, Steinway came down personally and rubbed his name off the piano. Tori Amos, everybody told me this girl on a piano thing was never going to work. Ignacio Estrada said, if a child can't learn the way we teach, perhaps we should teach the way the child learns. I want to thank the First Presbyterian Church for allowing us to use this beautiful sanctuary. I want to thank each of you again for coming. I want to give each of my students a keepsake for their beautiful work today. Leah, if you'll stand up. This is on you. It's a beautiful silver treble clef. Hope most of you know what a treble clef is. Remember, this was from your first recital with Chadwick. Let's all give Leah a hand. Everyone give Jackson a hand. Brady. Last, certainly not least, I asked each of the students, but I didn't ask their parents if they minded about the holes in their clothing. Sorry about that. Let's give Cyrus a hand. Considering most of you have videoed, photoed, and I have videoed as well, we're not going to do group pictures. This year we can't stay for cookies and punch, but thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, students. You did a wonderful job. You all stand up and come on.